ladies and gentlemen. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while here. It's just going to be about the current state of the 2024 election. The last 3.5 weeks to 4 weeks have really been probably, in my lifetime, the biggest swing of events, or the most amount of just changing events in the period of a campaign that has ever happened. I mean, look back to June 26th. I was in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale, just waiting for the debate to happen. I mean, Trump already had some leverage in the polls before that debate, and then two huge events happened. Trump destroying Biden in the debate, and then this assassination attempt, which is just a stupid act on the country that should have been prevented and shouldn't have happened. So, right now, and this was probably updated around 5 days ago, maybe 4 days ago, after the assassination, I believe. Yes, July 18th, just yesterday. He has a 77% chance to win the election, 23% chance for Biden. Right now, I'm just going to talk about the numbers here, but then I'm going to talk about Biden and how he's just going to drop out in a few days. I mean, there's just no way. But you look at these numbers. I mean, +2 in Michigan, that's one that he can do better in. But around here, I mean, Pennsylvania +4, +4, +5, +6. In Arizona +5, in Georgia +4, in Nevada. And states that I think could easily be flip states for Donald Trump. New Hampshire, 55% chance. We haven't seen that in a while. Minnesota, a 58% chance. I mean, at this point, that's just it should be leading Trump now. I mean, with what's going on right now. The Republican National Convention just finished up. Donald Trump gave a pretty long speech, hour and a half. I think it was a great speech. You know, his first part of it, obviously talking about the assassination attempt, did ramble on a little bit, but I think it was a good unifying speech. I think it was a great speech. And just think of Joe Biden. I mean, he's just irrelevant right now. Like, being diagnosed with COVID, we don't even know if that's like actually true. I mean, maybe that's just some excuse to get him over to Delaware. I mean, he's just irrelevant. Like, Trump goes out there, makes an hour and a half speech 5 days after being attempted to be assassinated, bullet hitting his right ear, goes up there with a bandage, gives an hour and a half speech, unifies. I mean, talks about unification. I mean, I think he obviously changed the script of his speech significantly after the assassination. Probably would have been more of a old school style Trump speech before the assassination, but once that attempt actually happened, then he changed the script a little bit. But I mean, he's leading everything right now. There's just no way. I mean, and we are in July. There's 16 weeks until November 3rd. I mean, Biden is probably not going to stay in for another 5 days at this point. So once you get someone else in the Democratic Party, Kamala Harris is probably going to be the person that's going to go in. I mean, you might have an open convention, but the convention's August 19th. I mean, that's not going to give you a lot of time, even if you do elect a candidate in an open convention. I mean, and I saw this stat on a broadcast today. I think it was CNN, and that's definitely saying something if it goes toward Trump. Like, the Democrats spent $8.8 million on TV advertising commercials since the debate. The Trump administration spent $33,000 on TV advertisements, and we all know what the polls are like. I mean, these Democrats are spending just swaths of money, and they're just not getting anywhere. I mean, Joe Biden's making these commercials. I mean, he's not going to change anything. I mean, everybody thinks. I mean, right now at this moment, he's probably getting calls from just everybody in the party just to tell him to stop. And I think I mean, he may have not gotten COVID. He just probably needed to go back to his like beach house in Delaware just to. I mean, he's still the acting president. I mean, this could be a 400 electoral vote victory, and that's what I have it at. I mean, this might go bad even if they put Kamala in. She isn't even liked by some of the Democrats, I don't think, and not even a lot of people. I mean, she's definitely a lot better than Biden, so I'll say that. But I'm still probably gonna lead toward a Trump victory. I mean, he's gonna win. Maybe if Kamala goes in, not 400 electoral votes. I mean, Biden just can't stay in. And if he stays in, it's a disgrace, and it's just gonna be an embarrassment. It's just gonna be an embarrassment. That's all it's gonna be. Um, and you look at the change from 2020. Pennsylvania, Georgia, Wisconsin, Arizona, Nevada. They have Michigan at a 64% chance to win for Trump. So that would also be a change from 2020. Not sure where they have that on there, but I also just wanted to show this. To be clear, this is the result of the exact policies this man champions. I wonder if he thinks guns are the problem now. Well, I'm going to tell you, he doesn't think guns are the problem now. Because, literally, this gun that was used to shoot him was purchased legally, but then a radical Democrat shot him. I'm not saying he's radical. I mean, we don't have much information on him, but he obviously didn't want Trump to run for president. And I mean, and the Democrats are trying to say, he was Republican. He was Republican. He wanted to kill Trump because he was Republican. That's obviously what happened, right? I mean, this post isn't saying this. And this guy's right. Someone in the crowd died, and you can't put aside politics for 30 seconds. Yeah, I mean, that's just the whole point of the story here. I mean, like, yeah, now Trump, oh, I got hit with a bullet, guns are bad, put them away. Like, what? It doesn't matter. He doesn't care if the gun, obviously a gun can still, he cares about the Secret Service that, didn't do their job. I mean, I heard in Trump's speech last night, he was talking about how good of a job the Secret Service did, use one bullet to take down the assassin, and obviously they did a pretty good job in that sense. I mean, he's assassinated, he's attempt on him to be assassinated, and then the shooter's taken down probably around 9 seconds after the shots hit. But that's the bare minimum. You have to do that if there's an active shooter situation. And he was praising the Secret Service, but I think deep down in his mind, obviously you can't throw the Secret Service under the bus on a live speech at the Republican National Convention. I think deep down in his mind, obviously, he knows, what the hell was the Secret Service doing that day? Like, why was I shot at? That's probably what he's thinking in his mind as he's praising the Secret Service. Like, I don't really mean this. Like, I mean, thanks for shooting him down. Thanks for being there, covering me, and when I dropped down. But why did I get shot in the first place? Like, and I can go into so much stuff about the shooting, but I just wanted to make a video here about my predictions. I mean, Donald Trump's going to win this election probably by 400 electoral votes. That's just the main thing. Yeah, I mean, Joe Biden, I believe, will drop out in the next 5 to 6 days. If he doesn't, he'll probably stay in because he's going to recover from his COVID probably. And then he's obviously very determined. So they're going to have to just, go crazy at him, try to get out of this race. So that's really all I have. This will probably be the only video really of the summer. Maybe I'll make another one. But we'll check back on this video in November and see how accurate this is.